Okay, I got this package from UPS today. I bought a catch can off of eBay. Thought I'd show it, opening it up and show you what it all is. Bought this for just under 20 bucks, free shipping. I couldn't go wrong with that. I'm kind of a DIY kind of guy, so I like to build my own stuff, but for 20 bucks I thought, man, I can't touch that for 20 bucks, the quality. And reading from the description of it, that's pretty nice. Pretty good quality. It's like billet aluminum, been anodized. You can get these in different colors off of eBay. But little sight tube for the depth, drain plug, in and out. These are the mounting screws. It looks like. I don't know if I like that though. There's only like 3 or 4 threads in there is all. That's all it's going to hold that. It looks like a 1/4 thread or so. The nipples here. Those feel like they're aluminum too. Got O-rings on it. Yeah, I kind of suspect there's no baffling down in there. That's kind of what I suspected. I don't know if you can see that or not down in there. But other than that, it looks like pretty nice machine work. I got these set screw or Allen head screws down there. You can take it off, and I assume you can rotate this around to wherever you need for your application. Comes with this hose. I don't know if I'll be using that. And then the hardware hose clamps. Take a look at that bracket. So that'll go on there. Have to go on there something along this lines. And this is a generic catch can, catch reservoir, whatever you want to call it. Heard it termed all different ways. It's got this plug, no gasket or O-ring on that. So what I'm going to do with this, I believe, well, maybe that's what they're using for a gasket on that. Aluminum washer, something, a crush washer to seal, but after a few times that's not going to seal very good. After a few times of using it. But I think what I'm going to try to do is take this top off, look at the internals of it, and see if I can put some baffling in it. And when I get to that point, I'll tune back in. But all in all, for 20 bucks, hose clamps, mounts, no way could I make that for 20 bucks. Or you probably couldn't either if you went to a machine shop and asked for them to make this. That's pretty good quality to start with. Alright, I'm going to tune out there and tear into it and see what I've got. Okay, I'm about ready to pop the top on this. I already took the screws out there. Make things a little faster for the video. So, pop the top off. The gasket there. That's what that looks like in there. Down in the... Actually, that's pretty thick wall there. I'm still a little hesitant on them mounting screws going all the way through. I can get it to focus. But those holes are pretty deep. That's fairly thick, but still there's only like 3 or 4 threads in there. Come on, focus. Oh well, you'll have to take my word for it. So, what I was thinking about doing, I'm not sure, is I've seen people put some stainless steel wool down in there as a baffle. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet, but just checking things out as I go and come up with ideas as I go and see what I think will work and share it along with you guys. Alright, I'm going to pause out here and think about what to do next. Okay, this is what I come up with. So what I did is I drilled and tapped. Well, I didn't have to drill that, I just had to tap that out to a 1/4 pipe thread, NPT. Went to Harbor Freight and bought a little ball valve for $4 and a hose barb to 1/4 pipe nipple. So that'll go in like, and I'll Teflon tape these up so they don't leak. Just gonna put this together real quick. So that's that. Then I got some steel wool. And I made some little donuts out of it, rolled it up. Piece of hose, it'll go down just above. When it's all assembled, it'll be right about this level so I can see anything that gets caught in there. So that'll go on there like that. Hose clamp. Of course, got the gasket there. Then on the top, I drilled that out a little bit and tapped that to an 1/8" pipe so I can get that nipple in there. And that will hose clamp on there, like so. Just like that. Then you get that nipple that goes in there. Just like that. But I'd show how I did that. So somebody out there wants to build their own, there's how I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to pause out here and move on to the next step. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to mount my catch can. Right down in there, I got a rag kind of stuffed in there to hold it roughly in position where I want it. Then I'm going to have to fabricate a bracket to mount it. Those 2 screws holes are right around the side here. So I think I'll get a piece of metal, bend it around there, and a 90. And I'll try to catch this tab here, and then there's a bolt holding the brake line brackets here and another vacuum system there. So if I can get that one and that one, come around and mount that, I think that'll be rigid enough. Alright, I'll come back in when I get further progress. Okay, this is what I've come up with so far. Got a little template here, mock-up that I made. I'll go right there, and then it'll catch that bolt underneath there, like that. Then the radius of the catch can, and the screw holes right there. And go on. See those screw holes there. That'll catch that. Anyway, something along those lines. Get the idea there, I think. So I cut this out of some 012 aluminum, so it's really easy to work with, and I could bend it and manipulate it. I even punch these holes in with a hand paper punch. Makes it pretty clean. I don't know if you've tried drilling thin aluminum, it don't like it. So got my template there, and I just flatten it out now that I've got it, like so. Then I laid that out on a piece of 030 steel and traced it all out. So they should line up pretty close. I'm sure I'll have to finesse it here and there. So I'm going to cut this out now and see how it fits. We'll come back when I get some more done. Okay, I got the bracket all built and mounted to the catch can, painted up. I think it's going to be strong enough to do what it needs to do. So I got that, and then my thoughts here is I'll have a long piece of drain hose here, fuel line hose, that'll loop around, and then when I go to drain it, I can fish the end of that into another container to drain it in, so I don't drain it all over the firewall of the car or on the ground. I just got these on here to help keep it clean. All the internals are in there. The baffles, the stainless steel wool, and that tube. So there's that. Now next what I'm gotta do is get my PCV routed to it. So what I did is I bought this PCV line off eBay for less than 20 bucks shipped, and it's a Ford Motor Company focus Fomico, you see there. I won't focus. Anyway, maybe you can read that part number there, but so I just bought a new one so I could make a quick change around when I go to install this. I don't have to worry about messing with this when I go to install it. So I wanted to show how these clips work, and that's another reason I bought one, is to see how these clips work, these locks, so I don't break mine when I take it apart. So pretty simple. You just push down on this long plastic. You can look at the bottom sides like that. So if you push down right here, it opens that up. But watch these two white clips, that locks on the collar on the engine. So you push down on that and they open up. Then you pull it off, and then when you go to put it in, it should snap right in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use a heat gun, loosen this hard plastic up and pull it off of the fittings, and then I can use regular vacuum hose on it, is my plan. But if the heat gun don't work, I'll have to just cut it off. Thought about cutting it here and then putting a hose over it and clamping it. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll tune back in when I figure out how I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to try to take this upper PCV clamp off. Sorry about the light. I hit record and everything went dim. So here's the upper PCV fitting. They should be pretty easy to take off. I'm just going to push that button with one screwdriver and then push the fitting off with another screwdriver. Hopefully. Not as easy as it appeared to be. The bottom side was a bugger. I wound up jacking the car up, getting it from underneath, and even then it was hard to do. I even got a hanger to push this clip in from underneath, because the clip is from the top and it's hard to get up underneath there with your hands to do that. I disconnected this vacuum deal here. That didn't help. Gotta be careful, this is all plastic, so trying to be careful here. The camera's right in the way, so I can't get in there very good. There it goes. It would come off, but it's not coming off. There we go. Let's get to fish that out. Maybe I'll just push it out the bottom. Gives me more havoc. I'm just gonna get off camera. You don't need to watch me fight that. I'm gonna drop it out the bottom. Then I'll show you the other hoses when I get them on. Okay, finally got it all put together. That's what she looks like. Got the sight window there. Got this drain hose, so I can drain that into a can beneath the car somewhere, so I don't have to unbolt it or anything. Just drop that down to the bottom of the car, drain it into a can, and dispose of it that way. So I'm happy with it. So don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe, share. Sure appreciate it. Have a good one.